The Rulebook and the Truth. Andre sat on the worn wooden bench outside the monastery, watching the last golden light of the sun dissolve into dusk. Master Rio sat beside him, sipping tea in silence. After a long pause, Andre spoke. "Master, I feel like I don't really know who I am. I've spent so much of my life trying to be what I thought I should be, what I was told I had to be, that now I'm not sure if there's anything left underneath it all." Master Rio nodded, placing his teacup down gently. "Tell me, Andre, when you were born, did you know who you were?" Andre frowned. "No, of course not. I was just a baby. I had no understanding of anything." "Exactly," the master said. "Every human being enters this world as a blank canvas, vulnerable and open, with no rule book, no instructions. Our first need is to feel safe. Only when we feel safe can we form healthy attachments to others. And only through safe attachment can we begin to express our true selves." Andre listened intently as the monk continued. "But sometimes, in order to feel safe, we learn to trade parts of ourselves away. We learn that certain emotions, certain truths, certain ways of being are not acceptable. So we suppress them, thinking, if I just act this way, I will be loved. If I just hide this part of me, I will belong." We begin to write a rule book for life, one that tells us how to behave, how to be accepted, and how to survive. Andre looked down at his hands. "And we carry this rule book with us into adulthood, don't we?" Master Rio nodded. "Yes. Each person's rule book is different, shaped by different people, different experiences, different interpretations of the world. But there is one thing all rule books have in common. They are written by a younger self, a child who was simply trying to stay safe. And yet, even as adults, we still follow these same instructions, believing them to be absolute truth." Andre felt a weight in his chest. "So, if I've been living by a rulebook that isn't truly mine, how do I find what is?" Master Rio smiled. "You do not need to search for yourself, Andre. Your authentic nature has always been there, waiting beneath the layers of protection you built to feel safe. It is like a great sculpture hidden beneath stone. You do not have to create your true self. You only have to chip away at what is not you." Andre closed his eyes, breathing in the cool evening air. For so long he had believed he needed to become something. But what if he only needed to uncover what had been there all along? The monk stood and placed a gentle hand on Andre's shoulder. "Your humanity is always calling you back to your true self, like a magnet drawing you home. When you let go of the rule book written within the guidelines of protection, you'll find that you have always been enough, just as you are." As the stars blinked to life above them, Andre felt something shift deep within. A loosening, a quiet truth rising to the surface. And for the first time in a long time, he felt free.